Hello, Sidekicks fans. My name is Jesse Llamas, your host today for the Dallas Sidekicks podcast. Today I have with me is Yahir Romero, a young buck coming up in the indoor soccer world. Very happy to have you. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent, man. Thank you for coming on board.
Thank you.
Today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. So, Yahir, where were you born?
I was born in Vero Beach, Florida.
Vero Beach, Florida.
Yes.
Okay. Vero Beach, Florida. I have no idea where that is because if you talk to me about Florida, I know either Miami or Pensacola, and that's about all, or what's the other one? Orlando. So where's Vero Beach?
Vero Beach is in between Orlando and Miami. So you go, it's just down the coast.
Okay.
So you go Miami to West Palm, keep going down. Then I think you get to Port St. Lucie. And then you get to Fort Pierce, and then you get down to Vero Beach. It's just down the coast, literally down the coast.
Okay, down the coast.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the beach, yeah.
At what age did you move from Florida to Texas?
I was about 6 years old.
6 years old?
Yeah.
Okay, so you actually had to pull that out of the baúl de los
Yeah.
recuerdos,
It was
right?
either 6 or 5. I don't remember.
Around there, okay.
It was in 2008, though.
All right,
So
let's see. We're looking at the map now real quick. What do we have up there? So you got Miami.
Oh, yeah, look. So
Okay.
I was talking about
Okay.
West Palm, Jupiter, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, and Vero Beach.
There it is. I see
Down the
it.
coast.
I see it.
Yeah. That's where I was born. Me and all my brothers.
Okay, all of you.
All of us were born there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you the youngest
Yes, the youngest.
out of 3 brothers? How many
I,
brothers in total?
I have 3 older brothers.
Okay.
One lives in Cali, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Oscar is not the oldest.
No, there's one more older.
There's one more older.
Yeah, his name is Edgar.
Edgar.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Edgar in California. So you have 4 brothers. There's 4 of you total?
Yeah, 4 boys.
4 boys total.
Yeah, no
No
girls.
sisters.
Nope.
Well done for your dad. Well done. Well done. Okay. So after that, you guys moved to Texas,
Yes.
Fort Worth,
Yeah, Fort Worth.
right off the bat.
Right, Fort Worth, yeah.
Okay. So what was it like going from Florida to Texas?
I mean, I was so young, but I think it's different. You know, you got the beach over there. After school, my mom would take me, Isa, and Oscar all to the beach after school. Here, there's no beach here, you know?
Right. It's a long way from the beach. You just got
Yeah.
lakes, lots of lakes.
Yeah. So it was a little bit of a change, but yeah.
Do you miss it?
Yeah, I'm always there.
Okay.
Always.
So you like the beach.
Love the beach.
You're a beach boy.
Beach
Okay.
boy.
Do you surf or anything like that?
I have, but not in a minute.
You like to fish?
I used to.
You used to.
Yes.
Okay. So beach guy, did you play any beach soccer when you were playing over there? Did you guys play on the beach?
Yeah, when I went, like, I was there last month. I was playing just beach soccer with my friends and stuff.
Okay, so you still stay in touch with all your friends.
Yeah, and I have family over there too.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
So you get to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Exactly.
Very nice. So then when you came here, do you remember what elementary school you started at here?
Yes, it was called Meadowbrook Elementary.
Meadowbrook.
Yeah.
Okay, then you went, what middle school did you go to?
I went to, from there, so I actually moved houses after that, elementary. Still in Fort Worth, but I moved. And then I went to, middle school was called,
It was that much
I
fun.
forgot.
Huh? It was
Yeah.
that much fun. You can
Forgot.
remember your elementary, but you can't remember your middle school.
Yeah. I
Okay,
do
what
not
about
remember.
high school?
High school, I went to Everman High School.
Okay, how was that?
It was good.
Good experience?
Yeah. Except towards the end, COVID hit. So,
Oh, okay. So you got to experience all that.
yeah.
Okay. So what year did you graduate high school?
2021.
Dang. So you actually had to go through all that stuff. That was
Yeah.
your junior year, 2020?
So at the end of junior year, we stopped coming to school because of COVID. And then my senior year, everything was online.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a crazy experience. So that
Yeah. It was
impacted
quite
you.
unfortunate. Yeah.
And then what was really crazy during that time is all the people that were actually in college, so everyone that was redshirting, got
Oh,
an
yeah.
additional redshirt
Yeah.
year. So it all laddered down to gentlemen like you that were graduating in 20 or 2021. and it was impacting the decisions coaches could make to allow you to come or to make decisions. Hey, we want you, right?
Yeah.
What a very difficult time. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Isa was actually able to get an extra redshirt year for that COVID. I wasn't though, but Isa was.
Okay.
Yeah. So he got to play an extra season in college for free, you know?
So did you finish your junior year? Did you finish playing the high school season before they canceled everything? Or was it right at the end?
Yeah, so we're on the way to playoffs. Yeah, it was already playoffs, and we didn't get to go to playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah. But we had a really good team that year of high school.
You guys felt like you were going to win it?
I mean, possibly. We would have made it far, for sure.
Okay.
Me and Issa had that dual connection in high school for...
Oh, because he was a senior and you were a junior, or what?
Yeah. And then I was a freshman. He was a sophomore.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a neat experience. So you were a freshman, he was a sophomore, so you guys got to play 3 years together.
Together, yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Yeah. That's a great experience. My boys are kind of in the same scenario. They didn't play together this year, but my youngest is going to play soccer next year to play with his brother. So I think it's a really cool and unique experience.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. Okay. So you went through that whole experience, and then where did you decide to go to college?
I went to Western Texas College in Snyder, Texas.
Snyder, Texas.
By Lubbock. Have you heard of it?
Okay, I know where Lubbock is.
So it's like you pass Snyder before getting to Lubbock.
Okay, you pass Snyder before you get to Lubbock.
So it's like 3 hours away.
How was that experience?
It was fun.
Going from city life to, I guess, how much? There's the population.
The population there was like less than 10,000. So it was a really small town.
Okay.
There's nothing there but that school, a Walmart, one McDonald's, one Pizza Hut, one Taco Bell, one of everything, and that's it.
Just one stoplight.
But no mall, no nothing. No.
So where'd you go to enjoy yourself when you were living out there? Did you guys have to go to Lubbock, I guess?
Yeah, I had to go to Lubbock.
What is that, about an hour drive or how far?
Yeah, it was about an hour drive.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Was there a lot of dust storms out there?
Yeah, it was pretty dusty sometimes. Okay. Yeah.
Who was the head coach?
His name was Elton my freshman year, and then my sophomore year, his name is Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay. You enjoyed yourself?
Yeah.
How many years did you play on that team?
I did the 2 years there.
2 years there?
Yeah.
Did you transfer somewhere else?
No.
That was just done.
From there, I came here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember, and just remind me if I'm wrong, you came to the Sidekicks. You trained, I believe, last year in 22, 23. Mm-hmm. 22, 23, you started training with the team a little bit, and you were still maybe thinking about college or something like that. So you kind of got a little taste of what indoor soccer is, but you did not make a debut the 22, 23 season, correct?
No.
Okay. So that whole season ends. Did you play in the TST tournament last year?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So then this year comes around, spring forward, you're with Coach Ed. You end up signing for the team in 23, 24.
Yeah.
You signed for the Sidekicks, and what did you expect? Or how was it? What was the experience like when you signed your first contract and now you're playing for the Sidekicks?
I mean, it was definitely amazing. I mean, the fact that I was able to play with my two older brothers, I think that was the best part of it all, you know?
Excellent.
So, yeah.
So another chance to play with your brothers. Very cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's another tandem or trio of brothers that have played together on a professional team anywhere in any sport. I know there's brothers and there's twins that have played on a professional team before, but I don't know about a trio.
Yeah, I haven't heard of a trio either.
Wow, that's interesting.
It is.
What does your family think about that, all of you playing together? They enjoy it?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, they all come to the games, I assume, and watch you guys?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so you get to the Sidekicks. What's your experience like the first season? What did you feel?
And
it doesn't have to all be roses and rainbows and butterflies and all that. Just if it was difficult and then you had ups and downs, just tell us.
I mean, it was difficult because it's obviously a fast-paced game, but I'm also used to this because I've always played indoor my whole life, always. Okay. And I think what made it easier is having my brothers, kind of guide me, like, you got to do this, do that. Also, like, the captains, like Jamie, they were always there to kind of teach me the game more,
Okay.
But, I mean, I felt like every day, every training, it was just getting more, like, easier for me,
Right.
Yeah. So, obviously, there's still a lot more to improve, but I think as my rookie year, I think I did pretty decent,
Right.
Yeah.
What's it like playing at the Credit Union of Texas Arena? What's it like?
It's nice. The environment, the fans, the lights. I think it's really cool.
It's one of the best in the MASL. It's so awesome and it's amazing. I love it. I love going to those games and hearing the crowd and seeing everybody having a blast.
I know. Especially when you score, it's amazing.
When you score, it's the best. It's the best feeling ever, right?
Yeah.
So you went through all those ups and downs through the season.
Mm-hmm.
You guys finished off the season really strong. What do you feel like for next season?
For next season, I think if we continue to play how we ended off the season, I think we should be pretty good.
You're going to be unstoppable. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, so you had a couple games this past season. I remember a specific conversation that we had and we discussed before you went out, and I'm not going to take all the credit, but I remember you heading out of the tunnel and we had a little conversation and you went out and scored a hat trick.
Yeah.
And then you followed up the next game and you did it again.
Yeah.
So what was all that about? I mean, just from the outside looking in, it was almost like shackles were taken off and you were like, I don't know.
I know. Well, I don't know if it had to do with the coach or not. A lot of people think yes, but I felt like with Terry being the head coach, we got to play more freedom, We were playing a more high press game, so it was easier to win the ball. And when we would win the ball, we were already like on our attacking third. So
Gotcha.
I think it was just more, I don't know.
It's a slightly different philosophy.
Yeah,
that happens.
I just
100%.
feel more loose, not having Ed like right in your ear, just screaming at you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That happens. That makes a difference. It definitely does. It definitely does. And I can tell the whole team was a little bit more free.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good to hear. So before we move on from that, I know a couple weeks ago you were at the TST tournament.
Yes.
So this is your first time playing it. What was that experience like?
That was a cool experience too. I played with Zala. There are a whole bunch of MLS players, or ex-MLS players. Played with AJ de la Garza. Played with Lee. Victor Uyola. Also, Moises was on the team with us too. So
Okay.
yeah.
Good old Moises. Moises was there. Victor Ulloa. They're both
Teammates.
Dallas products. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember them. Moises, Guatemalan national team. Ulloa just retired from Miami, correct?
Yeah, Inter. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. So great experience. So we have a couple of these guys up on the screen. Is that the roster of Zala?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, Philadelphia Union, AJ De La Garza. Okay.
We had Pollo from
Okay.
The Outlaws.
Boyo from the Outlaws. Oh my goodness, there's Graham Zuzi.
Graham Zuzi. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Welcome. Oh, look at that guy down there.
Handsome guy right there.
Look at that. Look at that. Victor Ulloa, Yahir Romero. You were talking about Victor, right? Not Laird. Okay. Perfect. Look at that. Hey, is that a bad team?
No, I think we had a pretty good team. Like looking at the roster, we had a pretty stacked team.
Very cool. I had no idea that they did this and they put all the rosters up online. That's very cool. Seems like a very well-ran tournament. I mean, it looks like they... So Super United, was that the team? Is that Leo's team? Yeah. Super United?
Yeah, that was the Dallas team. The Dallas team.
Let's see who Super United had.
Cody.
Okay,
from
Cody.
Outlaws.
Jose Burciaga. Okay. Leo.
Pablo.
Pablo Ortiz.
They had Paul. They had Xavi too.
Oh my goodness. The reason why they didn't make it too far, you two, Pablo and Paul.
And Rio.
Oh, Rio.
Rio was playing with a broken back and 2 broken knees.
Broken back and a broken knees. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Omar Beltran was there? Little Chivas guy, right? Remember that name? Very cool. And so you guys didn't make it out of the first round.
Yeah, we didn't make it out the group stage.
And they have 64 teams total in the first round?
48.
48.
Yeah, 48.
Okay. 48, and then they go to 32.
Yes.
Wow, that's impressive. That's a lot of teams.
Yeah, it is a lot of teams.
And the fields were beautiful out here?
Yeah, they're
Very
really
nice, right?
They're a little dry, but they're really good though.
And that's in Cary.
Yeah. At Wakeman Soccer Park.
Let's see. From out here, it looks like you can take a nap on that grass. So nice.
No, yeah, you can for sure.
And pretty much, are they just a whole soccer field is turned into the half?
2, yeah.
Into 2. Got
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Very cool. And what's your favorite thing about the tournament? Like, what's like when you're playing the game, you're like, oh my goodness, I love this rule in this TST tournament. This is fascinating. That doesn't happen anywhere else. What do you like?
I feel like it's almost the same game as indoor, but I like the fact that when the ball went out of bounds, it was put the ball down and get straight to play. Yeah.
Kind of like futsal.
Yeah, like
Okay.
futsal. Yeah. And then obviously the fans, the environment, it was nice too.
Was it like that from day one, or did it start building up as the rounds were going on?
Yeah. It started building up, but I mean, even the first rounds, games would be packed. And then towards the weekend, all the games were pretty packed with people.
Who was the one player you wanted to meet when you were there? Or there was no one? He really didn't
I
care?
mean, I saw Agüero, I saw Nani, but
Nani looked like a beast in this tournament.
I know.
I mean, he looked like he was taking this seriously.
Yeah.
Which I can see because he was always a competitor. I remember that little scissor. I know a couple people in this room don't want to remember the little chop he did between 2 Arsenal players and then went and scored a goal. But he was a player. When Ronaldo left, he had to step up.
Oh, yeah.
What a beast he was.
Yeah.
Who's better for that tournament, indoor or outdoor players for the TST?
Indoor, for sure.
Okay,
It's
because it's very. You said it's very similar, right?
Yeah, it's literally the same game except without walls.
Okay.
Which makes it a little bit different because you can't really think the ball in, like hit it off the boards and stuff. But essentially, it's still like indoor. I don't think it's like playing 11s.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my team was more 11-11 minded, and I feel like we should have played a little bit more like we were playing indoor.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And is it subs on the fly?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the thing too. So like when we played Newtown, I mean that team was full of indoor players and they were making the subs fast, like how we do it here indoor. And then my team on the other hand was playing like 11v11s, like where they just have a squad in and they kind of stay there for a couple minutes.
Okay.
And then as the games passed, like we started making quicker subs because I'm like, yo, like, I mean, this is how it's played. This small side is, we need to keep rotating each other.
Yeah, really fast.
Yeah.
Any chance that you have.
I feel like they're out there for a little long and they're just gassed out.
Educate me on, because I don't know how it gets to this point, but all of a sudden I would see some highlights and I would be watching 2v2 or 3v3 and I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
What happens? Why do players keep getting taken off? What's going on there?
So after the second half ends, it goes to target time. So whoever's winning after the second half ends, target time would be the next goal of whoever's winning.
Okay.
So say it's 4-2 and the game ends, the target score would be 5 since the team that's winning has 4.
Gotcha.
and then the other team essentially gets a chance to come back, you know? So it makes it more interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if the halftime ends 1-1, 2's the target
score. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So I feel like that of TST is cool because it gives you essentially another game to make a comeback, you know?
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which teams were making comebacks. So I think it's quite interesting.
It really is. It really is.
I think there was a team that was losing 4-0, and in target time they won 5-4.
Oh wow!
It was the biggest comeback of the TST so far.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's impressive.
So
5 goals,
yeah, it's impressive.
5-0 run. That's tough.
I know.
Dang, that is really tough.
Yeah.
So, TST, you guys didn't make it out. So did you stay and watch the whole tournament?
I stayed until the semifinals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the crowd was crazy, I could imagine.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I
mean, they were booing Newtown, their way of playing.
Right.
Yeah.
And you think that's something that, when you say the way of playing, where you said they were holding on to the ball a lot?
Yeah, so they would just pass it back to their keeper and then bring the keeper up and essentially have an extra player all the time.
Got it.
And then it's not like here in indoor where you pass it back to the goalie, you can't pass it back to him again. TST was unlimited times you could pass it back to the goalie.
So you think they'll change that rule?
I think so.
Think so, to speed it up,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Because if they're trying to have fans and have everybody high-scoring games,
Yeah.
you got to eliminate that.
And yeah, they're forced to play forward literally. So
okay,
I think they will change it. Hopefully they do.
excellent.
It'll be a game changer.
Game has to constantly evolve. You know, FIFA's doing the same thing with 11v11 soccer. You know, for a purist, 10, 15 years ago, 0-0 score, you're like, what a game. Not anymore. The younger kiddos like you guys want action. You want to see a lot of scoring, which is why football's so popular in the United States. Hockey, basketball, there's lots of scoring. There's lots of stuff going on, right? Mm-hmm. I just realized watching the Euro Cup the other day, and when Denmark won it in 1992, long before your time, they kept passing the ball back to the goalie. I didn't even realize that. So the pass back rule did not change until 1994. So I could pass it to you as the goalkeeper, and you could pick it up every time with your hands.
Okay.
And so he'd roll it back out, and they'd pass it right back to you.
Yeah.
And so the same thing, I'm sure they were getting booed the same way, and that changed everything. I mean, if you go back and watch some old YouTube videos of old school soccer, you'll see some of the tournaments where they're just passing the ball back to the goalie and the goalie's picking it up. It's crazy. And I said, wow, I didn't even realize that. I forgot about that rule and that change. Because now it's been 30 years since they changed that rule.
Dang, I didn't even know that.
1992, Schmeichel was in the goal. They're passing it back to him. He's rolling it. They're passing it back. I'm going like, holy crap, I didn't even realize that. So it definitely sped up the game. They're trying to do a lot of different things now. I heard they're introducing eventually a yellow-blue card.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
As well. Yeah. Which is really interesting. I think it's fascinating. I want a rule that if somebody pretends like they get hurt and they're just laying on the ground, they got to go out and sit out for 5 minutes. I like that rule because then it's like either you're seriously hurt or you're not.
Yeah.
But it eliminates that, oh my gosh, this guy's going down again. Oh, this guy's in the down. You know what? Get him up, put him outside. He's got to stay out for 5 minutes. And now your team's down a player for 5 minutes, and you don't get to sub him out for 5 minutes.
It's quite. That would be cool.
Did the MLS start doing that? Does anybody know? No? I thought they were going to start doing that this season. Okay. That jersey right there. I love that jersey you got going on. Explain to me. What is it?
The Optic X Sidekicks jersey.
Okay. Was that your favorite jersey?
Yeah, it is. It is my favorite.
Are you a gamer?
I play Fortnite and FIFA.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Okay. Fortnite and FIFA.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you play against anybody serious, or do you?
No? Just for fun.
Just for fun?
Yeah.
Do you play against people around the world, or is it just friends here locally?
Yeah, I just play with friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
But I'm not like a gamer. Maybe when I was younger, but I mean, I feel like that's any kid, being a game freak,
right,
on the game for hours. But now, I mean, I just play sometimes.
Let me tell you, I watched one of those. I went to the Optic events a year ago, and watching some of those guys play, I I was highly stressed because they're just like, and then they got all their things of, Monster and all these different drinks and energy, and they're just going like, they're talking, they're screaming at each other. I'm just going like, what in the world is going on? It's a serious job. These guys make really, really good money doing this, you know, and they have a fan base that's worldwide, which is very different than pretty much any other sport, right? And then every event they have people flying in from over the world to watch these things. It's almost like Formula One of gaming. Yeah. It's very interesting. But, oh yeah, there we go. We got some games going on there. Look at the crowds there, just watching these guys play video games. And look at this. They get hyped. Crazy. Shout out to Hector and his Optic Gaming team. Love it. Yes, look at this. What a great event to have him come out and do the first kick and hang out with us that night. Yeah. At the Sidekicks game, wearing their jerseys. Especially now that they just did a collab with Juventus, which is massive.
They did?
Yeah, they did. I did not know that. They did a collab with Juventus. Weston McKinney, Texas boy, wearing that jersey, has Optic and Juventus on it. Dang. Pretty dope. So that's crazy. It's fascinating. There it is. You see? That's when they were in Italy. There's Hector and Scump and all them. There's Weston McKinney wearing it. Good old Little Elm, Texas boy right there.
Yep. Oscar actually played with him in the academy. FC Dallas. Yeah. Okay.
Very cool. That's a small world it is. You know that? Soccer is such a small world. Yeah. Very cool.
I actually scored a goal in this game. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, in the Optic.
Optic. Yeah. Night. Yeah.
That wasn't the one where you went down the line left-footed up?
No. That was retro night.
That was retro night. That was your first goal. Yeah. That's right. That was your first goal.
Yeah, that was my first goal.
And how was the goal against an Optic night? Tell me.
It was by the right side, went in towards the middle, and just banged it in.
It's a banger. Yeah, kind of. Be confident, man. I cracked it. You got a sweet left foot.
Pretty nice.
So what about I know we discussed this a little bit earlier. You're not a super soccer fan, like as far as watching. You love to play, you enjoy it, you love what the game is, you like hanging out with your friends. So I was going to ask you about Copa America. Right. Okay. Who's going to win, Mexico or USA? Who's your favorite? But if Mexico and USA, I guess, were playing in the final, who would you cheer for?
I guess Mexico. Okay. But I mean, I support both teams. I'm not like,
You're not like diehard one is going to, and then you hate your family for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I'm not a diehard fan for any team, really. Like, okay. I just don't really watch soccer. I love playing, obviously, but I don't watch it, which it's not that good because obviously you can learn. But
I don't know. So what are your hobbies if you don't like, other than soccer? You play soccer. What else do you do?
I like playing the guitar. Okay. I like shooting, like camera stuff.
What kind of guitar? Electric?
Bass, yeah.
Bass.
Yeah, any type of bass, like the upright bass, electric bass, the acoustic bass.
Okay. Yeah. What's your favorite kind of music?
My favorite type of music is right now reggaeton, but I like playing on the bass, just like Mexican regional. Okay. Yeah, but I'll play anything on the bass. Like I like playing jazz songs, like English songs, country, anything I'll play.
Very cool. Yeah. You a Peso Pluma guy?
No.
No? No.
No, just playing. I like Peso Pluma.
Like Peso Pluma? Yeah. So you bluesy, you guys like Muddy Waters? Muddy Waters guy? No, Stevie Ray Vaughan? No, none of that? That's way before your time. You're like, what the heck? Oh yeah.
Like the old Richie Valens.
La Bamba. Richie. My favorite character in that movie is Bob.
Is that the drunk guy? His brother?
Yes, his brother. He was a hot mess. He was always jealous of Richie.
I know.
Richie. It's always Richie. And then when Richie dies, he's just, it's what a great movie. Sad that he died, but it was a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
Great story too, coming from nothing and then building what he did and all that stuff for his family. Excellent story. But great. So music, that's awesome. Is there who's your favorite artist?
Right now, maybe Chris MJ. He's a reggaeton artist,
Okay.
but I don't really have I mean, I like Junior H. He's a Mexican regional artist.
Junior
But-
H.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I like a lot of artists. I listen to all types of music, so I'm not really like a die hard fan for anybody in specific.
Okay.
I just listen to anything and everything.
So for all you Sidekicks fans, now you know that you've got a musician on the team. You know?
Some people know. If they know, they know.
Yeah, they know, they know. So the fans are getting to know that you are a bassist.
Yes.
That's greatness. That's good to know. That's good to know. You'll make some connection with some of the fans out there.
Yeah,
That's
hopefully.
excellent. So Mexico, USA playing in the final. Who are you cheering for?
Mexico.
Mexico?
Yeah.
What's the score?
Maybe 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
Yeah.
And I got to be completely honest. I can cheer for both. My parents are Mexican. I was born here in the U.S. I used to cheer for Mexico all the time. Maybe I'm a fair weather fan, but now lately Mexico's been so bad, and I just don't agree with the federation at all right now with what they're doing to the team.
Yeah.
They don't let the coach pick the best players. They always got to pick the guys that they say so they can help them sell them down the road. So it's very disappointing. U.S. has made great strides in the last 10, 12 years in comparison. The league's getting better. I feel like a long-term plan. U.S. is going to take them over in the next, they already have on one end. MLS teams, not so much, because as opposed to what the Mexico's doing of having all these foreigners on their team, which is a lot more difficult for the U.S. players where there's more U.S. players on their team. True U.S. players are developing as opposed to Mexican players are not developing. So then long term, the U.S. league is going to get better. It's going to take them a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But on the national side, all the players going to Europe,
Yeah, they are.
they're coming back and they're just smoking us.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have that work rate and that hustle because they're getting all that mentality from being in European soccer.
Yeah.
So then they come back and they spank us every single time, and then we look at each other like we're surprised. Why are we surprised? It's shocking. But,
I actually went to the Mexico and Panama game.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Blas. He gave me tickets.
Blas Perez. El veteranazo.
Yes.
Blas Perez. Yes. What a great human being.
Yes, yes.
And you see him on the field, and I've saw him so many years playing against Mexico. God, I couldn't stand the guy, because you're just like, that guy, he just did everything he could to get the players out of balance, right?
Yeah.
His mind game is so like at another level compared to other players. He knew how to get into players' heads. He did the same thing at FC Dallas. Everywhere he played, he knows how to get under the defender's skin.
Yeah.
That's a skill. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Not many players can do that, but man, now having him on the Sidekicks, I'm like, I love having the guy. I'm sure he's a great mentor to you, younger kiddos in the locker room. And one of the nicest human beings that I've known off the field. I'm like, man, you're nothing like you are on the field. He's like, no, I turn it on the field. Over here, I'm just Blas.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's hilarious. He's always got a joke. Are you watching the docuseries? Please tell me you're watching the docuseries.
The doc series?
Oh my goodness. Make sure we cut this stuff out. He can't act like he has never seen the docuseries. But we have a docuseries that's out. Let's see. Can we put it up there real quick for him?
Let's see.
You got to go watch it. Something we need to do is tell the whole team. I don't know if they even know. Play the trailer for them.
You're talking about that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did watch it. I watched all of them.
Okay. Well, there you go. So every comedic break in the docuseries is Blas Perez. He's always looking at the camera, or he's telling the younger kids, stop focusing on the camera and training, right? He's just hilarious. He's like, when they're doing the running, he's like, I'm done, dude, I'm done.
Yeah.
He is a comic relief.
Yes,
He's hilarious. But then when he's on the field, he shows up and he scored the most goals again this year. So
yeah,
it's pretty fascinating what he's capable of doing. So, yeah, I love those. Look at that. All that green. Beautiful. So let me ask you this, Yahir. What do you want to say? If you could say one thing to a young fan who is watching this or listening to this, and they say, man, Yahir, because how old are you now?
21.
21.
Yeah.
Man, how do I get to that point? What do I need to do? What would you recommend to a young kiddo that may be watching that's 10, 11 years old, maybe about to go to middle school, high school, go through all these experiences, and maybe wants to play professionally at MASL, MLS, USL? What would you say to that kid?
Just continue to train. Obviously, you don't train, you're never going to improve. And then besides that, during training and during the games, just play with the most confidence that you could.
Right. That's key, right? Confidence.
Yeah. And then also in trainings, there's like throughout high school and throughout college, there would be those players that wouldn't really try or would just be, they would be messing around. I mean, I feel like if you're that type of player, you're not going to go really far. For me, even when I would train here at Dallas, like if I didn't have the best practice session, it would kind of like bug me like throughout the whole day. And then in my head, I would come with the mentality for tomorrow, like I need to redeem myself. I need to train better. So, I mean, I've always been like that since high school and college. Like if I had a bad training, I'd be pissed at myself, you know?
So self-reflection is what you would tell these kiddos.
Yeah.
If you're doing something and you know what you're capable of and you're not doing your best, take a big step back, look at how you did in the training session. If you know you didn't do your best, then you got to make it up, and you should do your best every single day, right?
Yeah.
Because tomorrow's never guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly.
So self-reflection, and I'm sure it's the same thing when you're playing your bass. Whatever you're doing in your life, you want to make sure that you're doing the best.
Exactly.
Otherwise, why do it, right?
Right.
If you're not passionate, because at the end of the day, it shouldn't be work because you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because there's those players that will practice not good and they will not care, you know? Like they'll go on about their day and they won't care. But for me, like it bugs me. If I don't have a good training, it will bug me. Especially since we practice early in the mornings, you know, having a good practice session feels like starts the day off good, you know?
100%.
So, yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good because, to your point, a lot of players or even people who, it's in anything. Your work, if you don't prepare yourself and you expect to have a successful outcome come game day or the final project that you're working on, and you didn't put the work in before, and then you're surprised why it didn't happen, then you're lying to yourself, right?
Exactly.
Well, excellent. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure having you. It's great to get to know you a little bit more.
Yes.
You know, you came out and you spoke about a lot of different topics. So thank you for educating the Sidekicks fans on who you are. And we hope to see you back out on the show again, on the podcast.
Of course.
You know, and you can talk about some more experiences going on and, you know, give us a little bit more insight on your brothers and tell us all the dirty secrets. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just joking. But thank you again for being on the show. Sidekicks fans, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, do all those fun things, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
See you guys.